Cyberpunk vs GTA 5, which is the better open world game? Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Gaming Stealth. Cyberpunk vs GTA 5, which is the better open world game? Number 10, Cyberpunk 2077 RPG Elements. The GTA franchise might have popularized the concept of open world gaming, but there's no doubt that the open world games are better suited for RPGs instead of just sandbox action. That has been the case with many new RPGs the last decade. Cyberpunk, with its more intimate character development mechanics that take it easier to personalize your guy or gal and turn them into a self-insert, works for the better for immersion. Besides, unlocking new powers and not just fashion options or weapons is always a better feeling compared to just getting rich and buying houses or cars. Number 9, GTA 5, long history of successful formulas. Still, when it comes to open world missions and gameplay, not many can match or surpass the GTA formula. Its movie-like progression of the narrative marks the players feel more invested into the character's drama and backstory. It might not allow for much RPG experimentation, but GTA makes up for it by making each and every mission more unique and wackier than the last. Plus, if players ever wanted more of it, then there are older games to look into, whereas Cyberpunk 2077 players don't have much else to turn to once they're done with the rather brief RPG story. Number 8, Cyberpunk 2077 Cyberpunk setting. Well, it's in the name, but Cyberpunk 2077's biggest strength lies in the setting of choice. It's a world fraught with corruption, apathy, violence, and overt sexuality that GTA's supposed haven of debauchery looks like a child's playground when placed side by side. There's also the fact that not many games have been able to feature a fully fledged and fully open world game with a cyberpunk setting on the same scale as Cyberpunk 2077. Meanwhile, GTA has been doing the same modern open world for decades and might need to spice things up a bit. Number 7, GTA 5 more activities. Now, Cyberpunk may or may not have been released undercooked, but with the fiasco surrounding its release optimization and how bare it is right now gameplay wise, it might improve in the future. As it is, there's more to do in the GTA games than in Cyberpunk 2077. Sure, there might be side quests, but some of the usual activities that give the city and local more flavor and personality are absent. GTA 5 has those in spades, from bounty hunting and movies to golf and stock trading. Then there are also older GTA games that feature even more of those activities. Number 6, Cyberpunk 2077 bigger map size. As expected, being a much newer game than GTA 5, Cyberpunk is significantly bigger. It has a wider playground for everyone since Night City and the surrounding areas measures around 100 plus square kilometers. GTA 5's Los Santos in the nearby wilderness is only about 75 square kilometers. There's more to drive through in Night City, and of course, more space for future content which the developers will surely add in the coming months given the game's popularity for the PC and next-gen consoles. Number 5, why GTA 5 character switching. In 2077, you're stuck with one character and once you punch that accept button, there's no changing appearances until an update comes out. GTA 5 lets you be more flexible with your choices, since you can switch out between these characters. Granted, they're all male and 2 of them are old criminals, but players still get to see the game from different perspectives. Different playstyles also make more sense this way, instead of just having one super everyman do all the expert hacking, driving, and shooting. Number 4, Cyberpunk 2077 better map verticality. It's safe to say that Cyberpunk has taller buildings than GTA 5. The mega corporations, all too present in Cyberpunk settings, love their Babel towers that scrape the doorways of heaven, and players get to visit one of these, namely a 104 building. Beyond that, the general verticality of this environment in Cyberpunk is just a sounding from V's apartment complex to the snake layers of maze-like highways and roads. Plenty of these places can also be visited, making Night City not just wider, but also denser than Los Santos. Number 3, GTA 5, deeper rags to riches narrative. Sadly, the journey from zero to hero in Cyberpunk is too elaborate or in-depth. Some players are even sad to find out that much of V's prologue was skipped and merely shown as an introductory cutscene, so that part where players set themselves up to a stable foothold in Night City is non-existent gameplay-wise. GTA 5 is meatier in this regard, especially when it came to Franklin's progression as a big player among 2 crime underworld veterans. Other GTA games also do this better than Cyberpunk did, making their protagonists more relatable or dear. Number 2, Cyberpunk 2077 better graphics. It's a given since the best version of GTA 5 is more than 5 years older than Cyberpunk. It's not exactly the best looking game right now, but it still holds well. Even so, the PC version of Cyberpunk is the prettiest game right now in terms of visuals. The next-gen console versions also don't lag that far behind. The impressive lighting and shading effects brought about the RTX technology, and CD Projekt Red's game engine that was built from scratch is a marvel to behold, and it's worth buying the game for that alone, assuming you already have the hardware to run it. Number 1, GTA 5 online component. Once players are done with GTA 5's single player content, there's still much fun to be had online, wrecking havoc and having death races around Los Santos via multiplayer. Some multiplayer games even have custom mods and modes. Cyberpunk, as spectacular as an experience as it is made to be played single player only for many players that can get lonely. There's no social aspect, and there are not many people to look up to in Night City. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the next two videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.